Hi everyone, this is Diane. This is going to be a fun video, I think. Today, the Stockyard flea market opened. It's the outdoor one, and they usually open the first Monday in April, but they announced on their Facebook page that they were going to be opening the last Monday of March. So I thought, well, there probably won't be very many vendors there. There usually aren't on the first Monday of April, so even fewer maybe, but I can at least walk around the field and get some steps in. And well, Bob was there, so this is all from Bob. And then I got this bag full also. So we're going to take a look. We'll save Bob's for last. I think there's one item from Bob in this bag. Oh, I left something in my purse too. The first thing I saw when I got there was a table that had a few vintage handkerchiefs. Sorry for the crackling. And I picked up 2 handkerchiefs. They were 50 cents. So I have 2 handkerchiefs in my purse and that I paid $1 for. And then all of these came from one other vendor. And they're just fabric pieces. I think some of them were hers and some were her mother's. I don't know, some of the bags had all these little, oh, they're scented things. They're the scented things you put in your washing machine. That's what they are. I thought they were little dots of paper, like we get when we use punches. So I can really smell that scented stuff. Probably they smelled a little musty, and that's why she did it. But, okay, so this looks very country, and it's got quite a few small pieces. Big enough to do spines with, I'm sure, some of them. And then I love this color, and it was $2 for this. I picked these up because they're plastic, and I'm not going to use them for floss, but I thought that I could use them to put washi tape around when I'm putting together bundles or kits. So I've got a whole bunch of them for $1, I think. Yeah, $1. She had a few yo-yos and a lot of circles. She said she cut these up and then didn't want to make the yo-yos, but she had some yo-yos there bagged up, but I have a lot of yo-yos, so I just bought 1 bag of circles for $1.10. And I got this fabric. This was 80 cents. Oh, it's the top part of a sheet. But I just love those spring flowers. And I looked at my eyes went to the calicos. So I thought her prices were high for the fabrics on some of them. So I just got some of the little calico pieces. I love this one. Oh my goodness, that scent was pretty strong. And this is the same thing. I didn't realize this was $1.95, but I got another little piece of it. This is a bigger piece, and there's a white on cream. That's kind of pretty, but this calico I love. And here's another calico. It was 80 cents. One of them I thought was high for a small piece of fabric, so I asked her if she would take less for it, and she said yes. But this was only 80 cents, I think I said. But it's several pieces of this pretty calico. And this one is interesting. Look at that, it's so cute. It's a patchwork looking fabric, and I love the autumn colors. I might use this in Holly Hobby journals. I love that. I'm glad I picked this one up. That was just the one I took it out of. That was $2.60, but that was a little high for one little piece of fabric, but I'm not sorry. This is the one that I asked her to take less for. She had $3.90 on it, but She marked it down to 2. But it's a red calico, and they're great. I love the calicos. And this one, I like the faded look of it, and it's blue and pink. It was $1.10 for this. And it's kind of crinkled by design, but it's so pretty. This might have been some sort of a linen bedspread or something torn off it. I don't know. And then one piece of, oh, it says flannel. I didn't even notice that. I do use a lot of pink gingham. I love gingham and I love pink, so. But it is flannel, which I didn't realize, but I still like it. That was 80 cents. And then these handkerchiefs were $1 each. So I got that one and that one. And I picked this one up to use in the scripture journal that I make for my mother for Mother's Day. Because it says mother. That's what I got from that vendor. And I got this book for $1, a vintage reader, Along the Way. And it looks like mother and daughter riding on the train, eating lunch. It says discard here. That's too bad they wrote right across that page, but I can use these children there. $19.40. It's not in bad shape, really. I mean, it is, but it's very, very usable. The pictures are so cute. Yeah, this is fun. I get lots of good use out of this. Got some journaling cards right there. And last is Bob's. So I was ready to pay for the box of stuff, and then I asked him how much he wanted for this book. I just thought it was so beautiful. World Columbian Exposition, 1893. And then this on the back, that's gorgeous, and it says with many drawings. But I think that it is a sample book, a salesman's book. Just wasn't stuck to it earlier because I saw the flap. There. Oh, there's something in it. World's Columbian Exposition. Expressly for Manhattan Day, October 21st, 1893. Wow. So this is a spine for this cover. That's beautiful. It said many drawings, but not okay. Now I'm seeing some. It's cool. And then this is a spine for this cover. So I think a salesman would take these around and look at that. You could choose this cover or this cover and order it. Pretty cool, huh? So anyway, he said he had $65 on it or something, but he said he'd let me have it for $20, which is still kind of high for what we do, but I can get 2 covers out of it. I'll just have to build a big sturdy cover for the back for each of them. So let's look in here. He had this bag. Oh, I didn't even look all the way through it. I saw enough in there that I wanted it to know I wanted it. So we're going to look at this together. I hope you don't mind. We're going to take our time. He has the most interesting little things. Like, okay, these are wonderful. Cargo certificates in different colors. The different colors must have signified different things that the workers would understand. Isn't that neat? There's quite a few there. That's cool. I didn't know that was in there. I didn't know these little envelopes of stamps were in here. I think it says peace, United Nations. There's a lot of them in there. It says justice, United Nations, and this one says peace. That's the United Nations building with all the flags. Pavilion, Expo 67. This is in German. More of those Expo 67 stamps. A General Electric card. These are the things I love finding in his stuff. Just these random cards and little papers. They're so great to tuck into a journal. Knoebels Groves Fairway Fun Miniature Golf in Elysburg, Pennsylvania. There is an amusement park, I think it's in Elysburg, called Knoebels. So this is probably the same place. Little plane. There's a bunch of letters. I think they're all written in pencil. No, I guess not. There were a stack of letters written in pencil that I didn't pick up. These are all for Herbert Siegfried. Well, those are. I guess they're not all. These are the ones written in pencil. And purple ink. We're not going to look at every single one, but they're all just letters, vintage letters. 1938, 1930, 1921, 1942. It's a postcard tucked in there. More for Herbert Siegfried. This one says the American Garden Guild. Isn't that pretty? The House Garden Magazine for year 1944. And it's not open. I want to see what's in there. Time to renew your subscription to the Home Garden. It's a cool piece of ephemera also, in a pretty envelope. And Herbert Siegfried. Okay, then we have this bag. What's in here? Little business card. Raggedy Ann, cut from a book. And they are cut from books because I got some last year. And someone thought that they might be a, special printed piece, but it has the book on the other side of it. Just a little notepad for your pocket. He wrote some addresses and stuff in it. Hurricane Island. Look at that pretty picture. Oh, it's the name of a story. It's a book. Wow, so pretty. Holy Stairs. I read in a book that what someone like you needs is a big hug from someone just like me. I wrote it. Silly. Uncle Wiggily card. I got a bunch of Uncle Wiggily cards from him last year. Some riddles in there. Oh, cute little coloring book. A new address card. That's really, really cute. And this. So beautiful. Oh, look at that. I think I have one of these. I collect cards like this, so if I already have that, I can sell it. Good things to eat. Looks like it's got hand needlework around it, and that looks like a rug. Oh, it's recipes. How cool is that? I love that. More recipes. Beautiful little book. Christmas greetings to the pal of my heart. That's cool. Sea Island, the cloister. This is beautiful. Some very old antique cards. Happy Easter. That's interesting. Oh my goodness, it's a feather headdress. Re-elect State Representative Thomas G. Sharp, Republican, 51st District. Very brightly colored. Air-conditioned restaurant, Niagara Falls. Pluto on a little card. A ticket for Her Majesty's Theater in the Haymarket District. It says Haymarket there. 1900. Must have been British because it was 5 shillings. Steel roofing. Another Christmas card. This is in really good condition. Little pocket calendar for 1965. I think I got one of these last year, or at least I saw it last year. It's got some pictures of Florida inside. That's cool. I like that. That'll be fun in a pocket. And Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. And that's not everything that was in that bag. There's a couple more of these cargo certificates. Some more stamps. Royal Mail stamps. And they have stamps inside. These are little books. That's great. We've got some quality writing paper here. Some cards snuck in. Whole little package of vintage writing paper. $1942. Baby Girl Sherman, Edna Ida Sherman, 1942, August 12th. My daughter's birthday, but not 1942. Oh, pretty calling card. Polaroid. Good luck, Michael. I wonder if he was going in the army. Got some Green Army men there. And a patriotic pin that was done in plastic canvas. Little flag on a toothpick. This is a Catholic card. I wonder if it was for a funeral to commemorate someone. I think I picked some of these up last year too. He just has things scattered around in his boxes. Okay, that was all in that bag. Now the rest of the box are things that I picked up individually. So I got this guide map, which I thought was pretty cool. Look at that. Kendall Refining Company's mileage chart. And it opens up more too. This is just a matchbook, but I thought it was pretty cool. It's advertising toothpaste. And you can get a free toothbrush. Things to see, highways and horizons. I loved this, that's why I picked it up. So where is this? Typical exhibits. A map of the New York 1940 World's Fair. Oh, cool. I'll have to look at that. I liked these. Customer record. I think that was for automobiles. Yeah, Buick. So it has a list of the work done on each card. Aren't they neat? I've never seen these. They were probably in a little flip book or something. I love them. I'll just tuck them in pockets. A weather report. Hello, my name is Ray Sherman, Wire Room. This is kind of a fabric. I picked up some cards. He has a tie, and there's a tiny little chain around his tie. Oh, I didn't know these were in here. King for a day. Cool. Somebody was keeping those things. Just lovely vintage or antique cards. I'm sure these are antique. $1952 this one is, but these other ones look antique. This one's adorable. And this one is a little booklet. A name for baby. It says what the names mean. Just a book falling apart. So that's what it is, baby names. Little Easter card. Prudential Insurance Company. Receipt, 1941. Bloomsburg State College. Senior Banquet Ticket. Lobster Tail, 1964. An introduction to NBC, the National Broadcasting Company, and it's a radio mic right there. That is cool. This will introduce Mr. Gordon Alt and a party of 2. So, looks like, oh, that's Hollywood and Chicago, New York. Wonder if it was at Radio City Music Hall. I don't know. I thought this postcard was so cute. That would be kind of frightening. And I picked these up because they have cards inside. Stay tuned till the end because I want to tell you about something that arrived that I found on my porch. Teddy came over to help me get my groceries and stuff in the house. And I was glad he was here because before he left, we used the back door. Before he left, going out the front door, there were 2 huge boxes on my porch, and he brought them down here for me. So I want to tell you about them. Aren't these so pretty? and he charged me $20 for that whole box. $20 for the book, that one expo book, and $20 for this whole box of stuff. So that was pretty good. $20 for the book was, I almost didn't get it because, you know, that's a lot, but with all this stuff for $20, it all works out really well. We owe you service on delinquent accounts. You have our service, why not use it? We would like to help you. Optometric Credit Protective Service, Harrisburg. So I picked this up for the cover. Maynard's English Classic Series, Poems for Reading and Selections for Memorizing in the 8th Year. So I can use pages too, but grungy cover and another grungy cover. But I like this one. It's the Psalms, and it says John Wesley on it. So he's arranged for the use of the Methodist Episcopal Church. So I can use these in journals. A little booklet about milk and all-around food. I would say from the style of the art and the clothing from the 30s. And this, he said this has been on his tables for so long, and I said I never saw it there. But it's sampling of men's shirt cloth, broadcloth, Oxford and Madras, woven, striped shirtings. They're cool. And then this is, it says menu at the top, so I wonder if someone would have typed out the menu on it. Because it's vintage, too vintage for computers, I think. It does have Schaefer Breweries down here, but I like this. So, got that. That's what I got. I was very surprised that I found so much stuff on the very first day. So, what I wanted to tell you about those big boxes, they say Home Depot on them. The boxes themselves say Home Depot. And I said, I have no idea. I did not order anything from Home Depot. But I think what happened was somebody bought the boxes from Home Depot and then filled them up and sent them to me. And when I looked at the return address, I was shocked and stunned and grateful because they are from Lehman. And they are big boxes. One of them is falling apart. I'm glad it arrived without completely disintegrating and losing all the stuff, because it's really big. But I'm thinking her sister maybe packed those things up and sent them to me with her instruction to do that, because she had told me before she passed away that things weren't looking good. Oh, I have this field guide book too. Things weren't looking good for her, and she asked if I would want some of her supplies, and I said I would be honored, but I wasn't expecting this much. I haven't opened the boxes. I'm going to eat some lunch, clear this stuff away, and then I'm going to start another video, and I will do as many videos as it takes to go through the boxes that Lehman sent me. And I'm going to make sure, I have no idea what's in those boxes, but I'm going to make sure that I make myself a journal specifically using the things that Lehman sent me. So, yeah, I can't wait to get into them, but I need to eat some lunch first. So you'll see them in an upcoming video. And I hope you enjoyed seeing what I got at the flea market today. And I was very surprised to see Bob there, because last year he didn't come till the flea market had been open for over a month, I believe. And I thought must be he wasn't going to be there, but he showed up. And he was there first day today. So, good for Bob and good for me. So I'll see you guys in the next video. And I hope you're having a creative day. Bye.